Hi, welcome to my Speedpaint. I hope you like it. This is my first time doing a voiceover, so I'm a little nervous. So going into this piece, I really didn't know what I wanted to do pose-wise, so you'll see me kind of messing around with lots of different things. I fiddled around with the legs and the style, and like overall it was just feeling too toony to me, and I kind of wanted it more of a person-like anther style. So I actually referenced in a cool skateboard picture that I found on Google, and I'm really happy I ended up going this route because it helps a lot. I need to start using references more. I knew that I wanted something really out of my comfort zone because I usually work with like a lot of standing poses, and yeah, I don't really branch out that much, so I wanted to change and try something new a little bit with this one. So I went with a really different pose, and I know the anatomy's not all that great, but I'm proud of it for a first try. And I've started using the technical pen on Procreate, and it's really nice for lining. I used to not really like to do a lot of lining because I just didn't feel, I couldn't find a pen that like gave me smooth lines without having to go back and erase little bits of it. And yeah, I found the technical pen recently, and I really like using it. I feel it has really good like line weight. Lining used to be the thing I hated most about drawing, but now I really enjoy it. I really don't know how to draw clothes, so I had to pull up some reference images of like baggy sleeves and try to figure out where the folds went. We're not there yet, but it was really fun doing the accessories on this too. I don't own a skateboard, I don't skateboard, so I didn't know how to do like the wheel plates, is that what they're called? So I kind of fiddled around with that a lot, and they're probably still like not what they're supposed to look like in real life, but you know. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do for shorts because the body like pose was confusing me a little bit, so I just went with like some jean shorts, and it's kind of hard to tell where they are, but I tried. Ooh, this was my favorite part. Doing the checkered sleeves and trying to make them look like they actually were not just like a flat checkerboard texture laid on top. I like went in and did every little square by hand, and it was really fun actually. Oh boy, here's where I get to fiddling with a lot of it. I had a lot of trouble with coloring and making the colors look like they work together without being too clashy, and you'll see I keep coming back to it. Like it's pretty hard to like, I'm not the best. I don't have a good eye for colors and like what works well together, so I just usually fiddle around with stuff a lot until it looks good enough. And I also was fiddling with the design a little bit because I hadn't finalized that, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I changed the colors to a more like cinnamony, toned down sort of browns. I like that a lot better. The shading was fun. I really like cell shading. I really like the tail fur texture that I did, that I'm doing right now. It was interesting, and I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I feel like it adds a lot of depth to the tail. shading's been something that I've wanted to work on for quite a while and improve on. And while I feel I'm definitely not where I want to be, I think it's an improvement. I'm trying to figure out like how light hits certain things and where it'll leave shadows, and it's kind of hard for me to wrap my head around that. I also have trouble portraying like different textures. Like with the paw pads, I feel like they look a little bit off on the toes that are kind of poking up over the skateboard, and the leg guards, knee pads, that's what they're called, knee pads. I kind of didn't really know how to add shading while making it look like it was a different texture than the clothes. Here I'm just adding a few little final touches, like my attempt at a backlighting effect, and the little circle background that I alter the colors with a lot because I'm pretty indecisive when it comes to finishing touches. And that was my speed paint. I hope you liked it, and again, sorry if I said like and but a lot. This is pretty new to me. I'm not really used to voice recording, so I hope to improve, and thank you for watching. If you feel like it, maybe check out my Instagram page at larkbites, or my YouTube channel, which this will be uploaded on. And have a great day. Bye!